So we have this thing, this heavily rumored thing. It's hard to say. I know part of it's rumored. I don't know that it's any of it's even confirmed at all.
Heard some from Eurogamer.
Yeah, dude, like big. The difference is between what we're about to get into now and what actually most rumors is this is coming from like reputable video game sites.
Yeah.
Most times when we get grumblings like this is coming from leakers, like Emily Rogers and Marcus Sellers and all of them. You know what I mean? Like this is normally the people that come out with this stuff. This is big time news outlets that are hitting this stuff. Which, man, if it's wrong, woof, it's gonna be a nightmare, man.
Yeah.
These people are gonna have to like delete their Twitter accounts if it's wrong. Um, what we're talking about is the year of Mario coming? Is what I want to know, and what do we want from it? So, just to put a little groundwork, earlier this week, there was a rumor coming out that Nintendo is actually working on, and it's kind of funny because we did the episode last week where I was like, "Hey, what I want is uh, I want Mario All Stars 2, which would be Mario 64, Mario
Nailed it.
Sunshine, Galaxy 1 and 2 in a bundle package similar to like when I was a kid and they gave us Super Mario All Stars for the Super Nintendo."
And a couple episodes before that, I was like, "Where's Mario?"
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, "Should we be getting more Mario stuff?"
And dude, they are, from what I'm understanding, is all four of those games are getting done. Apparently, they're doing a whole bunch of stuff. It's not even just what we imagine. Or what are and what the original rumor was that they were looking to remaster a bunch of Mario games, which included 64 Sunshine, Galaxy 1 and 2.
Hmm.
Is there anything beyond that? Like I started hearing grumblings too about like a Paper Mario too.
Paper Mario came back. 3D World was set again. I don't know. Was Galaxy 2 rumored? I thought it
I
was just the three. I don't know.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, maybe Galaxy 2 isn't rumored in there. But like,
But
dude, it's craziness to think that this is what could be.
yeah, I mean, the more that I think about it, I'm not really surprised because I honestly think for once, well, not for once, but I think they may have looked at Sony and said, look how great Crash did. Look how great Spyro did. And they did really, really well.
Hmm.
So I actually put a poll on Twitter which one you would like to be remastered. I personally said 64 because that game is borderline, for me anyway, unplayable. It's a
Well, now it
classic.
is. Now it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, I still think Galaxy looks good. Like Galaxy looks good, but
Galaxy is fine for me. Sunshine is the one I want remastered because,
yeah.
contrary to popular belief, Josh Thomas, it is trash and it is broken. Like literally,
Yeah.
it's broken, dude, and it needs to be fixed. Like there is parts where the game is actually game breaking bugs in that game.
Do you
Where
think these are gonna be? It's gonna be a trilogy release, or
I think, okay, so
it's gonna be really weird if they're single.
here's the thing. Sean and I, we talked about it a little bit today on a cup of Joe, and what I said to Sean is, could you imagine, just put on an imaginary cap, and could you imagine if they did a year of Mario similar to when they did a year of Luigi, but
Hmm.
the game plan was every single month for the entire year we put out a Mario game,
Oh my god.
and you start with, you go 64, right? You go Sunshine, you go Galaxy 1, you go Galaxy 2, you go Super Mario World, you go um, Paper Mario, maybe you throw in Mario Kart 8 DLC bundle, like a big package of like a bunch of remastered tracks. Then you
Mario
go
Party.
Mario. Let's not talk about bad games.
Stop.
No, you
Mario
stop. You
Golf.
stop. Mario Golf. Maybe a couple. Maybe a sports game in there. Um, but man, you could really encompass, and then also, because I know there was rumors like they were saying like they're just talking about remastering a bunch of games. What if they remastered and redid Super Mario All Stars, the original one, and we're
Mm.
like, here's all those games with new art style. Boom. Here's like Super Mario All Stars 2.0, and these are all remastered art styles and everything. And then also on top of that, what if they gave us maybe Odyssey 2 or Galaxy 3
Yeah.
Like there's some stuff that like we don't know what this thing entails and what it doesn't. And I think that if this is true, if this rumor is true, this was their E3. Their E3
Yeah.
booth, their E3, everything was like we're kicking off the year Mario because
It's the 35th. This is all
this
stemming from the
this is all stemming
35th.
from the 35th anniversary of Mario.
Yeah.
And during that show, Sean tips off to say something like, you also have to remember too that the Olympics were supposed to be this summer, and it's in Japan, and they were backing that a lot of this. Nintendo was partnering with the Olympics to do a lot of stuff with this. So,
Yep.
and now they pushed it 1 year, so it could be a potential thing where, like, and I said to Sean, maybe they start this year and then it ends with next year. Like that's the final thing. It's like here's the celebration. Like we're closing out the year of Mario at the Olympics.
Yeah.
But man, so if
The thing about this rumor is that it's a 2020 rumor too.
yeah,
Like
it's not.
it's
not,
supposed to be this year.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know if it's something like, their plans got leaked, their older plans, because I don't know if we'll get to this later, but I don't know if they continue with their 2020 plans because of everything that's happening.
Well, we'll get into that, but let's not worry about that at this point. Let's just focus on this idea. So this idea is we assume that it got leaked. E3 plans got leaked, essentially. Yeah. Somebody leaked it to the media outlets, and now the media outlets are running with it. So if we're looking in this grand scheme of thing, and let's just assume that it is a year of Mario.
Yep.
What are some things that you hope come? Like, so you said 64, you want 64 remastered.
I want 64 remastered. And I think people say like it's been on the 3DS. I want a legit
no.
Let
me explain something.
End of Odyssey type.
That's trash. That DS port and all that stuff, that's trash. Yeah. I want something where the camera's fixed. Give me Odyssey, give me Odyssey, like characters. You can listen if you want to make it. If you want to be as bold as to go, here's the blocky graphics, but an updated camera. I would be all for it. I would be okay with that. I mean,
like we've seen it with Turok. Like Turok got a remaster, but it wasn't like it was just updated, and it wasn't like brand new. But I mean, to answer your question, I want to see these. I want to see this rumor be true. But I also want them to come out with like a red Nintendo Switch and just like celebrate Mario rather than, just putting out a game. If I had to guess, I would say that this would be a trilogy pack similar to what Crash and Spyro is. I don't know. That might be the better move though, because like now you have 3 Mario releases and it's like, I kind of think they're going to pick and choose. I still think everyone would buy them.
I think I'm telling you, man, if they deluge the entire year to be the year of Mario, they could really, because
I hope they do.
Because I think it puts the juggler, it puts the boot on the throat of Sony and Xbox. Because they're in a situation where they're delaying games for the entire year. They don't know what's going on. They're talking about continuing console launches and all that, but like, dude, where are you presenting it at? What is going on? You don't have any plans. All your plans are kind of like up in the air, and not only that, like they're having a hard time manufacturing. Like we're seeing Switch delays, and dude, this console's been out for 3 years, so it's a mess for the other guys. And if I'm Nintendo, I'm going like, man, we're putting the throttle down. We are hammering these guys. Because, listen, we are in a weird place right now, economically. And if I'm Nintendo, I'm like... Because the thing, too, is I don't know how bad Japan is with all this stuff. Like, I don't know that... Like, Sony delayed Last of Us 2. But that's an American company. That's an American studio. Makes sense. I don't know that Japan is really...
we only know about U.S. really.
Yeah, I don't know the situation over there, and I haven't looked into it. I mean, we're all focused in our own little bubbles right now and what's going on in our own little part of the world. But I don't know that Japan is pretty much under lock and key the way that other companies are or other parts of the world are. So if that's the case, if they're still kind of like, because how much can they do in the office? How much can they do at home? Like, it's one of those things, Like, I'm sure they can't do a lot of stuff technically, but also knowing Nintendo, this is not something that they just started working on. This is something that's been in the works for a long time. So I can see some stuff. But for me, like I said, I would just say, man, if you could do a year of games, that would be fantastic for me.
And no one is gonna like. You look at new console launches or a company literally having a year dedicated towards their mascot. That would be effective for any company. If Microsoft was doing year of Halo or Sony was doing like year of Crash or year of Last of Us, people would take notice. So I think this is a giant rumor.
They did year Luigi, and that didn't bode too well for them. That was a bad year for Nintendo.
But they didn't really go all out.
Oh yeah, they did, man.
Super Luigi U, Dr. Luigi. What else did they do?
They gave away they had like a little bitty statue of him. They did a few things. They were doing a lot of stuff on Club Nintendo at the time. I can't remember every single thing that they did, but they promoted it a couple times during Nintendo Directs and.
But you're talking about remastering some of the most iconic games of all time.
Yeah, this is
huge.
But if we got games too, like, because they're also talking like an RPG, so do we get a remaster of Thousand Year Door? Like, or do they do like a sequel to Thousand Year Door? Like, do they do like a? And when I say sequel,
the rumors are return to form, so it doesn't sound like a remaster. It sounds like.
Well, that's what I mean. Like when I say like a sequel, what I mean is like, do they basically go like, this was our best Paper Mario game. We're going to create a game just like this, not necessarily be the same game.
Yeah,
they need to return to form with that series because I think they've dropped the ball big time with that series.
Been trash.
So I would love to see them really go in hard with this and really do something special. It'd be amazing.
Percentage, Bobby. This rumor.
As far as the rumor goes, I think it's probably 99% true.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty. I think because, like I said earlier, when we started this topic, I think that it's a situation where it's not similar to like, where you're getting like leakers that are being real vague. I mean, like this is detailed stuff that's coming out, and it's reputable sites.
Yeah, for me, it seemed like a lot of people knew about this, and finally someone leaked it, and then all the news sources, wait, there's more to this. I have more on this. So I believe it. I think it's 100%, which is exciting as hell.